Hey everyone, welcome. Maika here to assist you in your self-leadership so you can live your life to the fullest. Recently, someone wrote to me and asked me if I could create a video explaining why some people feel chronically disconnected from others, misunderstood, unloved, and like they're not welcome on this planet. And I think this is a feeling that many people have felt before to some degree. And I hope this question and answer relates to you, and I hope to give you some clarity and encouragement in this regard. What this question is looking at is called a sense of belonging in psychology. And this is something we all have. It's universal. The need to be loved, to be accepted, to have some people we feel we belong to that understand us. And some people are born into this world and are immediately surrounded with people who are genuinely interested in them, who care for them, who love them, who validate their experiences, and so on. And what these people do is they internalize this feeling of belonging that they've gotten from their first family experience. And they carry this with them wherever they go. It influences what they expect to experience with others and also how open they are to others. And that again influences their actual experience. So they'll probably be more open towards others, more authentic, and they'll go into interactions expecting that they'll be understood rather than misunderstood, that they'll be able to connect rather than feel disconnected. And that doesn't mean they won't meet toxic people, but when they do, they'll quickly recognize that something is off and set boundaries and take a step back from those people. Other people don't get this sense of belonging automatically in their childhood. They have to look for it. These are people who grow up in contexts or families that don't send the strong message that we love you, you're welcome, we care for you, we enjoy spending time with you, we are interested in what you have to say and what you've experienced, and we understand what you're going through. And likewise, when these people grow up, they internalize the message that I'm a burden, I'm not welcome, I'm not loved. And they carry this belief into all other situations and interactions. So they'll probably set fewer boundaries with toxic people and allow more toxic people to play a role in their life, because this is the kind of interaction they're used to, the kind of sense of being unwelcome or a burden. And they will probably also be more guarded and show less of their authentic self because they've internalized that their authentic self isn't valuable. They should hide it. They should try to be someone they're not. And when we don't show who we really are, no matter who we're surrounded by, we will never feel like we belong, because we can only truly feel like we belong if we've shown our true self. Otherwise, we'll always feel like, well, they don't really know me, so who knows how they would react if they really knew what I thought or who I am. And this has nothing to do with who these people are, but with what they've been taught about the world and other people in their childhood. And most of us are not either or. Most of us are a mixture of these two ways of experiencing the first few years of life and then internalizing different messages and carrying these messages into our life later on. How to find belonging. So some people are fortunate enough to be born into families and contexts that teach them belonging. And if you haven't been taught belonging, that doesn't mean you'll never experience it. You just have to find it. And one thing that really helps on this journey is to understand your past. Take a look at the context you grew up in, the messages you received about belonging, and understand where your sense of not belonging and of being disconnected comes from. Understand that your sense of not belonging has nothing to do with the truth. It has nothing to do with you, or that there's no good people on this planet or no people who are like you. But it comes from the messages you received when you grew up. And if you would have been born into a different context or raised by a different family, you would have completely different experiences and beliefs around belonging. You would have been loved the way you deserve to be loved. So it's not you, it's that context. And taking a look at that context is a very important step on the journey of discovering your sense of belonging. Look for the connection. Another thing you can do to strengthen your connection with others and sense of belonging is to consciously look for the things that you have in common with other people rather than only noticing what makes you different from them. Our brain works like this, that it highlights and emphasizes how we're different from other people. That's just helpful for day-to-day functioning, that our brain notices how things of different categories are different from each other. But that can sometimes give the false impression that we're more different from others than we actually are. There are some things about being human that are universal, that we all experience, like experiencing a lot of feelings or struggle, challenges. We all go through things that are hard, even if we don't show it right away. We all want to be happy and healthy and loved and express our love. And if we can see others in that light, how we're so similar and share so much, it's a lot easier to feel connected to them. Know that you can feel connected to others even if they're different. And that is the art of connection. To be able to set our differences aside and still connect to that universal common humanity that is in each of us. And that doesn't mean we have to change our opinions about things. We can not agree with someone and still accept them and be friends with them. And we can also look beyond a lot of things that are just superficial and not important, like someone's style or their hobbies. If someone is different from you in those regards, doesn't mean you can't connect with them and have a deep friendship and sense of belonging. If we wait to find that one person that is exactly like us, we'll never find anyone to share our life with. So if you didn't get this sense of belonging right away at the beginning of your life, start the journey of finding it. Many people have done it and reached their goal. It takes practice, it takes a shift in your beliefs, it takes acceptance, and you don't have to walk this path alone. There are so many things out there that can help you. YouTube channels, podcasts, books, blogs, counselors, friends, therapists. All of these things can give you guidance, support, or just company on the way. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to stay in contact. Take care. And keep walking on that journey to a true sense of belonging. It's so worth it.